Thanks guys for having me here. Hi guys, I'm Kartik Sapra. I am partner co-founder at Amidus, and we are a plus size focused fashion brand making Indian and Western wear clothing in sizes large to 9XL. So now whenever I give this introduction, I'm always asked कि India में बेचते हो या abroad? I say India में बेचते हैं, and then I am asked कि इतने बड़े size कौन पहनता है? I say that we have served more than 1 lakh customers across our website and marketplaces. And here lies the topic of my talk today. That internet today has the power to make small really big. Super big. So let me give you some background here. I started this business with my brother in 2013 after I passed out from IIT Roorkee. And our family had been in the apparel business for like 3 decades. But me and him wanted to do something in our own zone. And so we went ahead and we made a small collection, created a website, and I learned a few Facebook ads, and then we got started. And this was the time when D2C world was not that as cool as it is today, and online shopping was still picking up. And there was one pattern that I realized, that the bigger sizes were getting sold out more often than the smaller ones. And then I became a little inquisitive. Why is that happening? And I did some market research. And then I realized कि यार ये actually बहुत बड़ी problem है. And I mean, if my mom wants to buy something formal or a nice fitted pants, there weren't many options available in the market. And then I asked within family members and friend circles, and they also face similar issues. ले देखिए सबके पास ना एक बुटीक का ऑप्शन होता है, and you know how people are and massages are in those boutiques. And फिर हमने डिसाइड किया कि अगर ये हमारी मॉम एंड फैमिली मेंबर्स की ये प्रॉब्लम है, so ये एक्चुअली बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. And from 2014 onwards, we were a purely plus size focused fashion brand. And for brand ambassador also, there were not many options available. And that's the sad part of our society, that plus size people are always seen in the comic role, and they're never seen as celebs. And after many like brainstorming, we finalized on Delnas, and उनको connect करने की भी story काफी amazing है. That there was this feature in Facebook that if you pay 50 or 100 rupees, your message could land into the inbox of the person who is not your friend. And I gave this a shot, and she replied, and we did our shoot with her. But I'm not sure whether ये feature आज available है कि नहीं है. But इस पूरे process में ना कोई intermediary नहीं था, कोई agency नहीं थी, and that's the superpower that internet provides today. We took off really well, and we started growing business 100% every year. And between 2016 and between 2020, there were many highs and very extreme lows. And we started expanding offline also, and were growing until 2019. We opened our first store in Chandigarh, and then Gurgaon, then Chennai. And we had plans to open stores across the nation. And we were profitable online, but we were using those profits for the offline growth. And since we were bootstrapped, हमने थोड़ा बहुत debt भी लिया था to fuel the offline growth. And after getting some success online, मेरे को लगा यार online will not grow after that point. मतलब in 2017 I thought online उतना ज़्यादा grow नहीं करेगा. And that I think was the biggest mistake I made. The offline revenue was not even enough to recover the recurring expenses, leave alone the investments. And our offline stores were great in the first year, but the year-on-year growth never came. And being in the plus size category, our retention and repeat was also good, but getting new customers was a challenge. So to validate this, I did one exercise in one of the malls where our store was located. By the way, whenever you want to know how good the product is, you should always check out what are the repeat rates, what are the retention metrics. And when you want to estimate how the growth is going to happen, you should always see the new customers coming in. But yes, coming back to my story, so I stood at the entry gate of the mall, and for 1 hour, and then I counted how many people were coming in. And by the look of the customer, I could make out who could be my prospective customers. Like I knew that who could fit into the lowest size that I was offering. And ये थोड़ा हमारी फील्ड में थोड़ा आसान हो जाता है that you could make out कि यार this customer is can fit into my lowest possible size. So I was there and I was counting जो fit हो सकता है मेरे size के अंदर, मैंने उसको count किया, जो नहीं हो सकता उसको मैंने exclude करा. And then I realized कि out of the 100 coming into the mall, only 5 out of those 100 could be my prospective customer. And the same 100 walking into a mall could be a prospective customer of a Zara. Those 100 out of 100. Because Zara has women's wear, men's wear, kids wear, everything. And they make the usual sizes, extra small to double XL. And then I realized कि the probability of a Zara finding a new customer was 20 times higher than mine. And that is like hold the crux of the whole conversation. I know I have oversimplified this, but that hold the crux, and that I made this mental model in my head. If we really want to grow from here, we really have to focus back on the online channel. And even though we were very well targeted and very niche audience, getting new customers was tough in the offline space. And finding new customer is like super important if you really want to achieve growth in any business. So I had this answer in my head that we would have to make a pause on the offline expansion and focus back on the online. So, and in then 2020 came the first COVID wave, and which was like a world-stopping event for everyone. The fixed expense of the stores was still there, and the revenue was almost zero. And eventually, COVID made the hard decision a little easier to shut down all the stores by 2021. So, जिनका business में थोड़ा बहुत interest है, मैं उनके लिए थोड़ा simplify कर देता हूँ यहाँ पे. In online, अगर आपकी sales कम है या if there is an event which is not in your control, तो आप ad spend कम कर सकते हैं. फिर उससे आपकी थोड़ी logistics की cost भी कम हो जाएगी. And जो लोग आपने operations में hire करें, you could reduce them as well. But offline में ये same चीज valid नहीं होती. आपको रेंट देना होता है, मेंटेनेंस देना होता है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का बिल होता है, स्टाफ सैलरीज होती हैं, एंड दीज आर ऑल फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट दैट कैन नॉट बी रिड्यूस्ड. सो आवर बिजनेस सर्वाइव्ड द कोविड वेव because most of our revenue was coming through our own website, and with no offline stores, I focused purely on my online sales. And this was I just said one thing to myself, yeah, if I'll do everything in my capacity to make the online thing work. And then I partnered with marketplaces, then I invested in shoots of the products, I invested in reshoots of the existing inventory, invested in content heavily, and not just for ads, but also for social handles. And if one wants to get discovered organically, then one really has to invest in content. All the social platforms eventually reward if the content has value. Value could be education, value could be entertaining, it could be any one of them. So internet was the point our business was started, and we survived because of internet in the COVID wave. And I think we thrived also because of internet. We posted the best profit in the last year and were able to pay all the outstanding debts we had in one single year. So I'll just take a couple of minutes here to summarize this talk now. How truly has internet democratized the landscape across various industries and has the power to make any niche a real big opportunity. Internet has no gatekeepers, internet has no middlemen, internet has no distributors, no friction. It is just you and your user. So internet coupled with content today can give an infinite amount of leverage. You could be passionate about a very small niche and yet build a great business out of it. And there are plenty of examples out there of folks who created great content and on top of that created commerce and are now really killing it. And ऐसे बहुत सारे examples हैं जिन्होंने अभी अपने content पे कुछ बेचा नहीं है, but still are getting paid through endorsement. So these businesses were unthinkable. I mean, really unthinkable 5 years ago. And we are extremely fortunate to live in this era where internet allows you to be what you want to be. So I just say one thing, like whenever you get an idea in your head, whenever you're passionate about something, could be about a business or a content niche that you want to pick for your personal brand. Never think how many will buy the stuff, and never think how many will listen to me or how many will really follow me. Just ask this one simple question: will I be able to deliver value to one user? And if that answer is yes, and if you have really put in the effort, that one user can become 100, and that 100 could become 1,000. That 1,000 could become 1,000,000, and best case scenario, it could become 1 billion as well. That's it, guys. Thanks again for having me here. I'm truly honored.